We'll see if my dad wants to be around. I'm going to tell him.
This is actually.
This ain't it. As I was looking at something that was very similar. Rack fist. No, that's not the same one, but I'm excited to know that I'm getting my new Eckler and
scenario
Koch.
where you're camping somewhere,
And
I picture a scenario.
And it's 410. So I wanted to call my dad and tell him, oh, I'm getting my new 410. But it's 5:31 p.m. I got a headache anyway. I'm sure he's probably got a headache. I tried calling him yesterday. Because I got 410 now. He used to always talk shotguns because he has a 12 gauge. Of course, I want a 12 gauge now that I'm learning it all. But I'm happy to be getting a single shot 410 at least. But now that I'm learning it properly and we're starting to evaluate it, I should have a 12 gauge. I should have a rifle, a good, nice rifle, one of those semi-automatic with the big magazines. So we'll have to see how it all works out. I think eventually I will get a 12 gauge or a Kel-Tec or a rifle. Probably in about 25 years, I could see myself having it. For now, I got a 410. So I like the ammunition that I got. It's really nice. Like I said, I got the Heckler and Koch single shot. Heckler and Koch single shot. I got Remington cartridges, slugs, and I have buckshot shells. And there's also these shot shells that have like a hollow tip polymer hollow tip with one. Let me see. Concealed Carry Association of North Carolina. One of these single shot shotgun pistols is kind of like what I got coming. So that's pretty cool. Because my dad used to make fun of me all the time for wanting to come back to Canada and all that. They all make fun of me, and more than make fun of me, for wanting to be where I was born. It doesn't, being down where I wasn't born, it just started hurting my head a little bit. Because my grandparents are buried. I didn't get to know much of my family because everybody wanted to get in between a bit. But like my family was buried up here and have their tombstones and all that. So that's why I just wanted to I wanted to create my life up in Canada, not down the U.S. where my dad is, where I went to school and all that. I would have more gun privileges, but it might have been a mistake to come back, but it might not have been as well. But at the time, I had to do what I had to do. And for now, I'll be up in Canada for as long as I can think of, unless I get very wealthy or something. Look at these ones. Single shot pistols. I don't like those. I like revolving pistol. Anyways, happy to know I'm getting a 410. It's a Heckler and Koch, by the way. Brand new, right off the assembly line for this new war or whatever. I wouldn't call it a new war because I've been through a couple wars now. You can choose to be a part of it or choose not to be a part of it as a man or a woman to say own a firearm. But owning a firearm is one one of the last things I did, it also comes down to buying a computer, or clothing, your uniform, whatever the hell you want to buy for this. Some people don't even call it a war; they just say it a generation, every generation. I had to start over this generation, so it felt like a big war for me. Because in 2010 or 2012, I did all right, right? And I should have been good for a long time to settle down. But unfortunately, because I had a court case where I eventually beat the court case, I had to start over in 2020, like a whole new world. So that's why you seen StacksAMilli going so hard again in 2020 and all that, was because I had to get everything. I didn't have computer. I didn't have nothing. Nothing. I didn't even have clothes on my back, nothing. Because I had to pay thousands of dollars to my lawyer to beat this court case. They were trying to make me look like a person I wasn't. It was a great learning experience, that what life is and how I was not even being a man. I didn't even own a proper firearm to begin with. I was so vulnerable too. I feel a lot better now. I learned a lot. But it's not just about that, the firearm, but there's a lot of other stuff. I'm a lot smarter now. I hope to gain some energy and be able to move forward. Like, I was moving forward pretty good. I had just bought this Cadillac Escalade, and that was my first car. And now I'm getting on the track again. Maybe one day I can be that guy again, where I'm going to be able to own a car. And so that's exciting. And I'm not drinking as much alcohol. But I do like alcohol. I see this alcoholic beverage right here. Where was it? Yeah, this is too dark for me. I don't really like too dark. This looks all right if it was cold. Coffee pale. No, I'm off of the coffee stuff too. That's gross for me. I was much like this butthead, but sort of a fat version of this butthead. I thought I knew everything, but I wasn't as crazy as Be or wait. This is Butthead. This is Beavis. Yeah, I was more like a Beavis. I mean, Butthead. He was highly sexual. He'd do anything. He'd touch anybody. Start raping this girl or whatever. Or like he was big into the Hooters and whatnot and yada yada. But he would grab people and all that. Whereas Beavis just kind of sat back, and it was like Hooters and all that. He would say Hooters, but he would just sit there. He would never initiate it. It was more Butthead would be the heavy initiator. And I know many of the ones that are like that Butthead. I just watched that Beavis and Butthead that America won again. It's great. It's a great one to watch if you're new to Canada or the United States. They tour around the United States. All that. I don't know what this Settle Down Beavis is though. Here we are. Yeah, I don't know what this Settle Down Beavis is. Here's a short.
Yeah, voices are cool. I hear voices too. They like tell me to do stuff like stay home from school and watch TV and like break stuff. and like, just...
Reach on, Brother Beavis.
Yeah, and sometimes the voices tell me to do other stuff, like, even cooler stuff. Like, this voice said, Beavis, go get a gum wrapper, and like, roll it up into a cone, and like, stick it in the butt of a big old horsefly, and it's like, the fly just flies straight up, and it's like he keeps going up, and he can't come down, because he can't fly anywhere else, and like, keeps going up until it dies of exhaustion.
Settle down, Beavis.
That guy is stupid.
Hey, Pencilman, give me a spot.
What?
I said, give me a spot, stick boy. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Butthead, come here. Check it out, Butthead. Spandex.
You were checking out a dude's butt.
Shut up, Butthead. You were checking him out, too.
No, I wasn't. I knew it was a guy. I was just gonna, like, wait and say something later. Speed, Mr. Sulu. Whoa.
No.
You were supposed to be spotting me, stick boy.
There you are.